Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Dime, and today we're going to Spain, but through wine. So welcome to Spain. Today we're going to be doing the 2017 Welcome to Spain. It is 70% Garnacha, 20% Syrah, and 10% Cabernet Sauvignon. It's 14.5% alcohol by volume. It's by the Campo de Borja do in Spain, and it is $13 at my local grocery store. I remember to look at the receipt this time. I just forgot the dollar amount whenever I got in front of camera. I got stage fright. Alright, so let's take a look at the color. From a color standpoint, I'm going to give you a deep ruby, no artifacts, no cloudiness. Alright, so on the nose. So, woo, that's just a crazy blend of red fruit, dark fruit, and secondary, all at the same time. I need to deconstruct this. Okay, so what's the first thing I get hit with? So it's black cherry, light bit of vanilla, a little bit of raspberry, then plum. Then after that I'm getting a touch of cinnamon. There's a touch of blackberry, and man, this is killing me. All I'm gonna say is it smells like the types of herbs that you would use in poultry seasoning, but I can't pick out which one's the dominant one. Just kind of this overall general herbiness. Anyway, how does it taste? Full body, medium tannins. Tannins are very well integrated with this wine. It's a smooth drinking red that still has a slight kiss of the tannin to it, but it's not offensive whatsoever. So if you're someone who doesn't like high tannin reds, this still gives you that hint of it, but it's really smooth, really smooth for what I was expecting. Alcohol tastes medium, even though it's 14.5. It's kind of on the edge there, but it still tastes medium. On the nose, I couldn't detect the alcohol at all. So it's overall just extremely well integrated with this wine. So in terms of intensity, I'm gonna give medium plus because everything pops. So the dark and red fruit notes really just kind of show up and stay around for the whole time. The sort of dried poultry seasoning type herbs, the secondary characteristics you get from it, it's all there and it's all big, and nothing is just crazy, but everything is just very extremely present. Like, it's all there. Very extremely. Wow, I'm losing vocabulary as I take sips here. And as you take a few more sips of it, you actually start getting a little bit of that mallow note too. It almost comes off as like a kind of heavy cream in the finish, just like a hint of it. It's just a little bit, but it's there. Acid is, I would say it's medium. It's almost medium plus, but on my palate, I'm getting it more as a medium. It's like really kind of going from medium plus into medium. So it's on the high end of medium or the low end of medium plus. This is taking way too long. Let's get to the blick so you can get the rating. From a balance standpoint, full point. I like the balance. I think it's exactly where it needs to be. No complaints. Length, I'm getting a medium plus finish because some of those dark fruits kind of continue to carry over with those dried herbs, and I like that. They're still pleasurable to me when they get to that point. However, though, I will say if you don't have something to cleanse your palate by the time it would get to a long finish, there's a slight bitterness that pops up, so you need to be aware of that. But overall, medium plus finish, so 0.75. In terms of intensity, medium on the nose, medium plus on the palate. I'm gonna go ahead and just give you half a point here. And in terms of complexity, it's a 2017. It's on the edge of where you could be expecting some tertiary. However, Spanish reds can go for a long time, especially if they're done well. And this is one of those where it doesn't exude any tertiary. However, it does have a really good amount of secondary. It has a really good amount of primary. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you another half point here. It's one of those wines where, man, like even though it's cheap, this could age a while, and as it ages, it could actually develop a little bit more and push it into that full point category. With where it's at now, it's extremely smooth. It still has a good amount of acid left in it. My only worry would be that if it goes maybe into the 10-year mark, it could actually get a little bit out of balance on the body as it's developing that tertiary and breaking down that acid. So I would say probably now in between 8 years is probably the ideal drinking range for this wine. So the 2017, if you're drinking it in 2022, all the way up through 2025, you're probably going to be fine. After that, you might come into some issues with balance if it's not totally kept at the exact right conditions for cellaring. So just keep that in mind. So in the end, you're almost 3 points. I could lean towards very good, but I'm not. I'm going to lean towards good. And the reason why is because I do think this wine still has a few years to develop a little bit more, to maybe show some like actual tertiary characteristics and really allow for it to develop into a very good wine. That being said, if you buy this bottle right now and open it on it as a 2017, you are really going to enjoy this wine. It is a fantastic solo drinker. It will go great with food, so you won't be disappointed. But if you can hold on to it or find one, like if you're watching this video 3 years from now, if you can find a 2017, then you'll probably have a little bit better experience than what you're getting right now, like a 0.25 scale better experience. But I'm not going to complain when I have another glass as I'm editing this video. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the 2017 Welcome to Spain Red Wine Blend? I'd be interested to know if you have, or if you've had any other vintage. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you all again soon with another review from Wine on the Dime.